Hello, World of Warcraft! This is Sinan with the WoW Dungeon, and in this video I'm going to be going over some duels I had with a warrior, and I'm going to be going step by step how you can take out a warrior and how you can continuously kite them. Warriors are probably one of the easiest classes to kite, and it's a very lopsided fight versus a warrior, especially for hunters, and we can win this fight very easily in just a few steps, no matter what the level of the warrior is. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Alright, so let's get into this duel with this warrior. So, just off the bat, you want to make sure that whenever you start fighting a warrior that you create as much distance as possible at the beginning. So right here, he's going to try to start dueling with himself on top of me. So what I do is, in order to start creating some space, I immediately binding shot and explosive trap him away. Explosive trap is probably one of the best things that you can do to start off with because it starts your kiting cooldowns and allows you to get away from the warrior. So I explosive trap him away. He's stuck in the binding shot. He is going to charge me, and I know that, so I throw down an ice trap. What the ice trap will do is, because I'm survival, it'll entrap him, so he'll get rooted, and he's put into a slow from the roots. So what I do here is he storm bolts. When he pops recklessness, I immediately get out of there. If he intimidating shots me, I'm gonna have to sit the fear, which can be dangerous, but I take the risk because I don't want to sit in a storm bolt, even with my Roar of Sacrifice up. I don't want to sit in the storm bolt while he has recklessness up. So he pops recklessness. I get out of there. I have the post haste disengage. He heroic leaps towards me but can't connect. He then tries to get out of the route, out of the slow by blade storming. However, I see the blade storm, so I use Master's Call to get away and put further distance, and then I head back towards my ice trap. I know he's going to come after me again, so I prepare. He's about to go down. He gets rallying cry, so he gets his health back, and I just freeze him. He doesn't bother trinketing because there's really no point. It's pretty much over at this point. There's not going to be much else that he can do. I deterrence. I still have another deterrence left, and then I explosive trap him away and finish him off. The warrior probably couldn't really do much else in this situation, but he played it as best as he could. It's just very difficult for a warrior to stay on top of a hunter, specifically a survival hunter. So this was a good duel showing exactly what you can do versus a warrior. Alright, this duel you can actually see a mistake I made. The warrior was right on top of me and he used an intimidating shout. The problem that I used was I used my whatever that undead specialization is to get out of fears. I used that, I start doing damage, and that's a big mistake. Why? Because he has Stormbolt and all his cooldowns. So I try to get away, and he Stormbolts me, immediately charges. I have no way to get out of this. He takes me down from, let's see, I was at around 200k right as he Stormbolts me. And I dropped down in just a span of 3 seconds from 200k down to 100k. So he pretty much did 100,000 damage to me in 3 seconds. As it goes on, I'm going to be struggling to stay alive. He does another 50k damage to me, and I'm going to have a tough time, so I have to deterrence. He's taking massive amounts of damage. However, it's not going to be enough for me, and you can see that one mistake set me so far back that he was able to take me out. So make sure that you save the trinket if you get intimidating shouted. You want to be saving the trinket for when he stormbolts you and pops cooldowns. So if you're in a duel situation, don't ever let him stormbolt you and pop cooldowns on you. If he pops cooldowns on you and you're not in a stormbolt, just get away. If he can't connect with you, he can't do damage. So just keep that in mind. Alright, just to further illustrate how kind of easy it is to kite a warrior, this duel that I had with the warrior, I'm not even trying to do damage. I'm just literally just being kind of lax and just kiting him, just relaxing and kiting the warrior. Now, this is pretty easy as survival, because I did these duels as survival because of the 12-second traps. But if you're not survival and you're a marksman, The only thing that really changes is just all you have to do is if you're running with Soulless Glyph, just don't overlap Murder of Crows with an Ice Trap. Use your Ice Trap pretty much on cooldown to create distance from the warrior when you are the Marksman Hunter, and do the same with Explosive Trap. That's pretty much the only difference, is just Explosive Trap and Ice Trap on cooldown if you can. And also making sure to use Binding Shot as a stun after the charge, or like in mid-charge, rather than as a way to just stun him while he's already on top of you. So I'll show you what I'm talking about there. I Explosive Trap him, and I know he's going to charge back. That's what warriors always do, and that works normally, but in a duel setting it doesn't work, mainly because all I have to do is focus on him, and my Binding Shot is saved just for him. So I Explosive Trap him back, and then I know he's going to charge, so I throw another Binding Shot. That's pretty much what you can do as a Marksman Hunter to create some easy distance and further that gap. So I go back through the Ice Trap again. What I could do here is I could disengage, just because I know he doesn't have. I know he only has one more stun, or excuse me, one more charge if he's taking double time. But I decide not to and just stick right here, and like right here. So he just used both charges. I can disengage right here if I want to, but for the sake of just showing that I don't need to and how easy it is to kite a warrior, I'm not going to, and instead I'm going to throw down another Ice Trap just to root him, and then I just keep pelting him with concussive shots. So he stuns me, I trinket, I get out of there, and then right now he got another charge, so I disengage that. I'm going to leave the duel, so I have to go back cross him. He could have right there mass spell reflected the trap, but he didn't, and it doesn't matter too much, but that's going to cause him some issues. I know he's going to charge at me once I created that distance, and that's what I'm talking about. So let's say you trap. You want to kind of just manage your trap cooldowns and your Explosive Trap. I trapped him. I'm going to create so much distance while he's sitting in a trap that he's going to have to charge, and an Explosive Trap waiting for him is just priceless. Because what can he do? If he's not running double time, doesn't have Heroic Leap, what can he really do? So then I just root him, and I just run around him with Black Ice. He keeps me slowed, so the Black Ice isn't really working that well for me, so I get out of there. I use Master's Call to get away. He Storm Bolts me and does some damage to me. But you kind of get the idea. This just keeps going on and on and on, and I can do this for a very long time. So even as marks, you still can do a significant amount of damage and kiting while I'm playing survival. Here, as marksman, you just go through your damage rotation. Once your Chimera's on cooldown, you can pretty much just Ice Trap, and then when you're ready to go for the kill, you know, Murder of Crows him down. When you have your Ice Trap already on cooldown or Explosive Trap, there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. So I hope that this has been helpful. I hope this has been a really good video for you to watch and understand Warriors a little bit better from my series. If you haven't checked out the information behind Warriors so that way you can know what they are capable of, check it out. I'll put the link at the end of this video. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you keep supporting my channel. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time. As effectively. And now the Rogue also has 4 major